Good morning, all of you. So, for today's session, I thought what general discussion we can do. So, I thought there are so many webinars we are conducting. The main task after webinar is to take the feedback from the participants and give them e-certificate. So, this session, I'm going to demonstrate you how you can generate the e-certificate and take the feedback using the G Suite. So, I'm sharing my screen with you all now. I hope you all can see my screen. Okay. So now to start with, will first you have to go to your Gmail and just log into your Gmail account. Then you can go to your Google Drive and you can create a separate folder for all the webinar related documents. To create a folder, you can click on this new. You'll get a different options here. So you can create a folder, you can upload the file, all the options are available here. I've already created one folder here for my this StreamYard session. So I will work on this. The first thing we'll see how to create the Google form for the feedback. So to create the form, again, I'm going to click on this new, go to more and take the Google form. The new window will appear in front of you. This is your Google form for the feedback. Once it will open, the first thing that you'll do, you will title this file. So I'm writing this as feedback for webinar. Then the next thing is title for the form. You can write the same title as you have given the file name. I'm writing here the information that I'm going to collect from the participants. Now for any certificate, the first thing that we need from the participant is their full name. So the first question that I'm going to ask them is full name. You can also provide them a proper format for writing the name so that everyone will write their name uniformly. So here I'm going to write the format so that everyone will write in the similar manner. Once this is done, now this is the question that you want everyone to answer. That's why you will click on required. The next thing I want, the next question, I can add, this is a scroll bar. I can use this plus sign to add the new question. Now the next question I want from them is their college name, because when I'll distribute the certificate, I will write their name as well as their college name. So I will write the next question as college name and I will click on required. The next question I want their email address. So next is email ID because I can use this to distribute their e-certificate. Again, I will click on required. So this is the information section I have completed. Now the next part is the feedback from the participants. Now for that, you can write the questions related to the feedback in the similar form, or you can add a section to the form. To add a section, another section to the form, you can click on this equal to sign. Now the new section is added. Now I'm giving the title for this new section as feedback. So here you can write the different questions related to the feedback. You can ask them about the uh, speaker communication or the content which is being shared, the time allotted, overall arrangement of the webinar. I've already created one feedback question, so I'll just directly take it from that. S- So I'm writing this question. Overall, how satisfied were you with this webinar? So if you'll see, the according to the type of question, Google automatically gives you the option. Like right now it is giving me the option to set the linear scale. So it is giving 1 to 5 points. The participant can give the points out of 5, they can give you marks. So we have to set that scale. So first, 1 means the presentation or the webinar poor response was obtained, and if they give points nearby to 5, we can say it is excellent. So again, I will click on required. So like this, you can give more questions related to the webinar. You can go on adding the questions by click on add question. Now I'll keep this form right now very simple. I'll keep only one question over here. So this my feedback form is ready. Now how to connect this with the certificate that we are going to see. So for that, first of all, you should have this add-on button on the right top corner. If you don't see this add-on button, most of the time you will have only this setting buttons on the right hand side. But if you don't have this, you can get it by clicking on this three dots. So when you click on this, you can see here there is a add-on option. So when you add this, the add-on button will come over here. Now when you click on this, there is an option for e-certify. Now how to get the certify EM over here? You can click on this and click on add-ons. The entire G Suite related all the apps will open over here. You can see there are different apps available here. So you can search for Certify EM. You can see here the Certify EM is there. Click on this and install it to your G Suite. I have already installed it. That's why it is showing me the option of uninstall. You will get the option of install. So just click on install and install it, the e-certify in your Google form. Once this is done, I will again click on this add-on button, certify EM. Right now you can see there is only one option shown to me, that is help. That means this e-certify EM is not being installed in this Google form. So for that, what you will do, simply close this Google form, go to your drive again and open your file again. Now when I'll click on this add-on this time, I will get the certify EM option. And I will get the option enable certify EM in this quiz. So you can click on enable certify. Then it will ask you to get started with this certify EM. Click on get started. And now it will show you all the settings related how you can make the certificate with the Google form. You can see this is the setting box available here. Now, first thing is the passing certificate. Many times we conduct the online quizzes for the students and then we want to give them certificate. We can set a average score for them. If they score more than 70% or 80%, then only they will get the certificate for the webinar. So here you can set that passing percentage. Right now, this is a certificate I have created just for the webinar. So I will keep it 0% because I want everyone to get the certificate. But if you're giving them a quiz, then you're supposed to set this passing percentage, and according to the percentage, the students will get the certificate. The next thing, you have a template. There are various templates already available for the certificate. But many times it happens our college have their own brand lines, and according to those brand guidelines we are supposed to prepare the our own certificate. So now we will find out how we can create our own certificate and we can just upload it using this Google Stream. So for that, the next thing that you will do it, go to your drive again, click on new and take the Google slide. I'm taking here a blank presentation. Again, I'm going to do the first thing is give the title to your file. So I'm giving, this is the certificate I'm going to give for the webinar. Now the certificate have the certain page size setup, so that we will do it first. So go to file and go to page setup. Here there are different options of standard, widescreen. I will go for the custom option. And as per your college guidelines, you can give the custom certificate option. You can select the width and height for the certificate. Different scales are available here. So I'm selecting the inches and I'm going to apply this. So this is now in the certificate format it has come. The next thing that we will do is we'll put the logo of our institution. I've created a small example based logo. So this is the, let us say this is the logo of my institute. So I will copy it and I will paste it here. Now, again, there are certain guidelines to for the size, proper size of this logo. So how will you do that? Right click on this, go to format options. Here you have an option of size and rotation. Before you do any formatting to this logo, just remember to click on lock aspect ratio, because as you'll change the width, height, the original aspect of the image will be lost. So click on this so that as I'll change the width, the height will be automatically adjusted and the original aspect of the logo will remain as it is. So this logo is been set up. Now the next thing, what content I will write. But before that, as I told you, you must be having certain designs from your college. So you're supposed to use that designs. So you have different tools available here. So you can take these different shapes and using these tools, you can design your certificate. So I'm just drawing it tentatively. I'm making a small design for my certificate. So like this, you can create your own certificate. You can color it also using this. So you have fill color option. You can color this document. Again, I'm showing these are different shapes available for you. So you can use these shapes for designing the certificate. You can color them also using this option. Even the borderline, you can color it using this option. So once your certificate design is ready, the next thing that you will do is the content. I have already made some content, so I will copy it from there. But to write a content, there is again a certain format that I will explain you. So this my content is ready. I'll just zoom it for you. Now you can see I have written here a certificate of participation. After that, I'm expecting to write the name of the participant. You can see I have written the name of the participant as a full name, but I have written that in curly bracket. This is important because this is a format that this way the certificate will collect the name from the Google form. So you're supposed to write this full name in curly bracket. Now, what is the next thing comes in our Google form in the information that after the full name, there is a college name. So other identifier after the full name. That's why I have written in the next of other identifier. This is the second question after the full name in the Google form. So this other identifier again I have written in the curly bracket, has participated in the webinar how to generate the e-certificate on this date. Then you can put your coordinators or principals or the head of the department's name. Again here I have written the certificate ID. If you want to generate the certificate ID, you can write it here. But this certificate ID again, if you can see, I have written in the curly bracket. So this way you will create your certificate. So my certificate is ready. Now I will link this certificate with my feedback form. So again, we'll come back to this setting. As I explained you, the last point was a template. Now template is, you can see preview, sorry. I will go to this section and I will click on use custom template. So when I'll go to the use custom template, it will ask me to select new file. And the certificate which I just created, can you see it has appeared here? So I can select this and I've saved changes. So now the new certificate which I have created, now it will be linked with my Google form. Finally, just remember every Google account has 1500 email uh, daily quota for every day. So according to that, you need to select the number of participants. You cannot go beyond this limit. Finally, go to the advanced setting. This window will appear in front of you. Here you can type the message what the participant should get after the submission. So thank you for the submission. And you can just give them information. You will receive the certificate immediately after submitting this response. Here you can also select how you would like to give your certificate in the PDF form or in the image form, and also via email or through the Google Drive. So I'm selecting email and the PDF. I'm going to save the changes. So this setting is done. Finally, on the okay. Now, once these settings are done, the next thing is you will click on turn on certification. So now this certification is on for your certificate. This Google form is linked with your certificate. Finally, if you want more guidelines about the what other options or merge tags you can put it in the certificate, you can click on this preview all. When you click on this preview all, these guidelines will come in front of you. First of all, you will get to see the different templates which you have, which is all these certificate formats are already available in Google. You can click here for the instructions. These are all instructions for writing the content for the certificate. And this table is very important. You can see these are all merge tags and related descriptions. Like this is a merge tag for the full name, that full name of the participant from the Google form it will take. You can give the title for the quiz, then other identifier. Other identifier is always the question which we ask after the full name. Then after other identifier, whichever is the next question you ask, that is called as other identifier 2. So after full name, I asked a college name in my form. So this college name is called as other identifier. That's why in the certificate I mentioned it as other identifier. If you're giving a quiz, then you can write the percentage of the students also. So in the quiz Google form, whatever the percentage student will get, those percentage will appear on the certificate. So for that, you have to type this merge tag in curly bracket percent. Then finally the certificate ID. So these are the different options available for you. In this way, you can put the merge tag in the Google form. And now let us find out how it's going to work. So click on send button. You can get a link for this Google form. You can click on shorten URL. You will get a short link for this. And you can copy this and you can provide it to your participants. I'm going to copy it over here in my Word file right now. I'll just show you how the certificate will appear once the participant will submit this feedback form. So now this that using that link, they will open this Google form. So this Google form is in front of me. So I'm writing my name, my college name, and I need to provide the email ID. You can see here only one section has appeared in front of me, while the feedback section is the next part. When I'll click on the next page will appear in front of me. So now the next part is the feedback. So here I'm going to give the feedback and I will click on submit. So my response is being submitted. Now I will receive the certificate in my Gmail account. So I'll just go to my Gmail. See, I received my certificate for my response, and I will show you the certificate which we made and exactly what wordings has come here. I'll show you. See, you can see here my name, and instead of that other identifier, I got my college name. So this way you can create the certificate. You can also see the certificate ID is being generated, so you can track the certificates like this. So you can create the certificates using this G Suite, and you can create your own certificate as per the college requirement also. I hope in this lockdowns duration we are conducting so many webinars, so this session will be useful for all of you to collect the feedback from your participant as well as give them the certificate as per your college brand guidelines. Thank you.